What up traders, what up investors? Today we're going to be looking at the Nikola groundbreaking in Coolidge, Arizona. We're going to be looking at a video that I actually saw on via YouTube and actually linked from Wall Street Bets of an individual named Jessica who drove all the way out to the facility. I've actually watched the whole 40-minute video of Nikola's grand opening and groundbreaking at the factory. Multiple people insinuated, even the head person that's in charge of the factory have said they're going to start as soon as possible. Again, this all happened on the 23rd. The video that Jessica kind of came out is she went out there, I believe it was a little bit later in the day, around the 28th, so basically 5-ish days later, where there still wasn't any kind of significant lookup. I'm not trying to be the 100% skeptical here and just being super negative here, but just looking at the potential of like the head engineer, head manufacturing for the building is saying they're going to try to get up the first couple buildings in 6 months so they can start producing trucks with some components there. 6 months. As you can know, Tesla took around 9 to 10 months to get their very first Model 3 factory up and running in China, and that's when it has no basically rules or regulations of, like, there is no OSHA really in China. So we'll see on how that overall plays out. I'm not trying to be, again, skeptic, not trying to be negative, just trying to get realistic numbers. We're going to be looking at the two cuts from Jessica and then the cuts from the Nikola a groundbreaking ceremony, and then we'll be talking directly about the chart. Alright guys, thank you for watching. We'll go ahead and cut to that. So here's the video of her getting out of the car. Again, this is in Arizona, I believe. You hear her reacting to...
Hold on to your hats, socks, shoes, everything, because here I am at Nikola construction site.
There's the construction site.
Groundbreaking.
That's the groundbreaking over there. You can see a couple mounds of dirt. Kind of panning around. There's nothing in sight.
So, yeah,
We are truly fast-tracking this to get going as fast as we possibly can. As Trevor said, we'll have the buildings up in 12 months. I'm going to say today, I'm going to try to do much better than that, Trevor. I'm going to try to have buildings up in 6 months and start building trucks here as soon as we possibly can.
Yes, I know it's groundbreaking, but there isn't anything else there right now. They literally bought the land, plowed it down, and just did a ribbon cutting, it looks like. Anyways, I'm going to leave the other crazy folks to kind of dive into and just make the memes out of it. But that being said, I know it has to start with a flat surface and things have to be built upon that. That's great and everything, but I feel like it's a little bit more sales-ish and kind of not authentic from my perspective. That being said, we've kind of just been not on the greatest bandwagon like other folks on the sense of just being bullish on this. That being said, it kind of hit some potential price targets for us to the bottom or the low end side. So we're going to do some Fibonacci retracements here. So on the previous swing high to low to high, we were really looking for that price target around $26 to $25 to kind of be hit. Again, we're still trading in a pretty tight range here between that 50% retracement and the 618. So again, between 33 and 26. I wouldn't call this a bottom here since the 5 and 8 are still kind of really drastically pulling lower and not really have flattened off yet. The momentum's trying to switch here. We do have earnings on the horizon. That's going to be a huge catalyst come next week. And of course, it's going to be very entertaining to hear, again, Trevor speak, potentially sell us some more stuff, sell the ongoing story of Nikola and everything. I don't want them to completely fail. I just think that they're overhyping, overpromising things. I just be very careful with some investors who could be seeing some issues with this, and just being mindful and everyone to do their own due diligence regarding this company. Because again, it can go to the moon without a doubt if they literally make a list of all these great things that they can actually start accomplishing. That's my only thing. My only gripe with the company initially, and I'll be completely get off my pedestal once I say this, is that when they have a reveal of a truck and they already do pre-orders for it, if you don't show the truck, that's kind of BS for me. I'm sorry. Like, Tesla did it, they broke some windows, they felt embarrassed, but guess what? They still did it. It was a prototype, whatever. They're going to shrink it down a little bit, I think by 10 or 15%. The windows are going to work. I trust Tesla in that. I don't know how people are able to buy a truck that they can't even see yet on a web conference or anything like that. That being said, I'm going to get off my pedestal here now. and then we'll go look at the charts with no emotions attached. So with Nikola here again, looking at these levels, kind of really very much beat down again. We're looking at $93, $94 as the high. Really kind of came down. Now we're trading around, what is that, 29, closed exactly at 30 on Friday today. Again, that parabolic SAR, which is that trend, is still kind of going lower. If we really want to start breaking this trend, we need to have a pretty strong earnings and this momentum going higher. Everything's really just being pretty much beat down. The only thing that's kind of giving it some life is this TTM squeeze here with some momentum. Looking here on the next chart here, over on the weekly side, nothing really to gauge here, but the momentum is just really flat here. It is super negative, just not really any sign of life. We can go ahead and look at the particular earnings move going forward, so we can kind of look at some perspective of what we could be seeing or what we could honestly be expecting. So again, this you're looking for around $5 move. $5 move is not that significant within a stock, but at $5 at a stock that is $30 is going to be a pretty significant move. We're looking well over $5 so it's moved about $1 today, so it's about 3. So we can do 3 times 5 is what, 15, so 15% plus or minus next week, potentially even more if it's outside of the expected move. So we can go ahead and start drawing some potential ranges of movement here. Again, for myself, I'm not going to be touching this with a 10-foot pole, but earnings here, so let's close the Friday, so it can be up to basically 35, which is around here. I'll bring that down right there, and down to 25, which is right about where this lies. So this is the potential range, what the options market makers are saying for Nikola next week. So plus or minus basically $5. And how I got that again was just coming over here, looking at that next week's expiration, scrolling all the way over here. You see a very high IV, which is implied volatility, looking at a potential move of plus or minus $5. That's to the upside and downside. So this is what the market makers are saying, basically kind of falling into the 50% retracement or the 618. Again, that's only going to be a percentage move that could go a higher standard deviation and can go substantially lower to around $17, $18, or it can go higher to $40. So that's going to be the next rung outside of those ranges there for ongoing support. That being said, this is going to be a very difficult one to trade without a doubt. One that we're not going to be touching with a 10-foot pole, lack of better words, and something that just kind of watch on the sidelines and really just gauge on some movement that this would be mostly just entertainment and kind of see how things play out over there. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Ken from The Dyslexic Investor, and I hope to see everyone on our next live stream coming out Sunday at 9:30. And if you want to join the Discord, it's completely free. You can join here in the description down below. We have a lot of fun stuff going on there, talking about trades, trade ideas, trade news, different things like that, and do analysis on different various stocks and just share ideas, things there. A lot of fun other traders and investors there as well. And if you want to join the new YouTube join button, I have that as well, I think soon, and also Patreon page if you want to support the channel as well. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Ken from The Dyslexic Investor, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.